Hey guys, it's Mike with iReviewGear.com. Here today to talk a little bit about this boot that I did a written review on last week. It's the Chippewa Arctic 8-inch high boot. Insulated work and outdoor boot is what I would call it, but it's the Arctic from Chippewa. I recently used this on a hunt in Idaho where it was horrible conditions, really windy, lots of rain, a little bit of snow, and I was very impressed by the boot, and that's why I decided to do a video review on it as well. Now today it's not those kind of conditions, and you wouldn't think this is a boot I would throw on to just do a classic hike in about 50-degree weather, because it's warmer than that and it really shines in cold, wet weather. Although for this hike I haven't noticed any feet sweating or any heat on my feet, even though it's got 1,000 grams of thinsulate and a lot of leather on it. So I haven't noticed any sweating in this boot at all. So it really is a boot that you could use on some hikes in 50-degree weather or so, all the way down to bitter cold in deep snow. I think the best application for this boot in the hunting world is for snow conditions, wet conditions. Maybe if you're doing a lot of standing around, sitting in tree stands, things like that in cold weather, it would really shine, because it is just a super warm, very, very comfortable boot. I mean, it's comfortable to the point that it's almost like I've got a pack shoe on. It doesn't put any pressure anywhere on my foot, although it gives me some good stabilization through my ankle. I'm not going to roll my ankle or anything. But it's a really good boot for those very extreme outdoor conditions. I guess that's why they call it the Arctic. It also would be a great work boot. So if anybody's going to use this, if you're out shoveling trenches, if you're putting up cable, whatever kind of winter work you do, this would be a great choice. It's got a big Vibram sole, as you can see, with at least the 1-inch heel, so it'd be great for climbing ladders. It's also got an aluminum toe in it that's electrical rated. So, normally it's not a big deal for a hunting guy, but I whacked my fit pretty good the other day. You can still see the cut in this boot when I was out hunting, and I was grateful for that aluminum toe. So I think it has some good application. For a guy that's going to do a lot of four-wheeler hunting, stuff like that, great boot to put on. I'm going to show you a couple things on it really quick as you see my good-looking legs. It comes with really good laces. It's got holes at the top and then laces on the next 1, 2, 3, or hoops on the next 3. So it's easy to get in and out of. You can see when I do it up, I've still got quite a bit of ankle room. So you could put a giant sock in here too and even get it warmer if you chose to. But for me, with this just medium weight merino wool sock, it snugs up pretty well to my ankle. I could still go a bigger sock though, and there's plenty of room to snug it. It wouldn't be all opened up. So it's got a really big ankle. So if you've got some big cankles on you, or if you want a big heavy sock, a great boot to use. Foot comes in and out of it really easily. You can see on the inside, hopefully, that it's got their lining in it, the Chippewa, I think they call it, which is Gore-Tex-like lining. It's also got an outstanding insole. Look at the arch support on that insole. So it's got a really good built-in arch support, a lot of heel cushioning and pad, and I believe that this is also either felt or wool on the bottom. So the bottom of your foot stays really warm in this boot. So it's really a good insole that they put in it. And it goes in and out super easy. So if you were inclined to put a different insole in, you had some kind of a unique foot situation, you could absolutely swap out that insole really quickly. The other thing I really like about this boot, it's really important to get your boot laced up right, as we've talked about in our other videos. But with this boot, the laces slide really well through all of these. So if you just lace it here and pull it, you can snug all of them clear down to here. You don't need to unlace it all the way. So it snugs really nicely on the lower part. And then these are pretty good laces. I'm not going to go through the top one now just to save time, but you can see it just cinches down really well. And I like to a lot of times wrap it clear around. It could use a little bit longer shoelace, but it's not bad. So there's my review on the Chippewa Arctic. In summary, I'd say this boot is great for extreme conditions. Snow, rain, very waterproof, great leather. Now I wish you could have seen these boots after I got done hunting in Idaho. They were hammered. But I brought them home and just wiped them a little bit, and it returned to this beautiful color of leather. So yeah, outdoor boot, great for extreme conditions. Very good sole on it, and this sole really flips the mud out. The mud doesn't stay in there. It comes out from these little nubs pretty well, so you're not always clogged up. Keep you very warm, waterproof, fits me well, super comfortable, and just a nice looking boot. You can see the double and triple and even quadruple stitching on every seam, so it's going to be a really durable boot that holds up well, and it's just gotten more comfortable over time. So I think it's a boot that if you're a real outdoor guy and doing some really cold weather and extreme stuff, or working outdoors, it's a boot that you've got to consider. It's a great company, and it's a great American-made, beautiful boot, almost to the point this thing's a piece of equipment. So a great boot by Chippewa. I hope you enjoyed the review, and you can read my specific review online as well at ireviewgear.com. Thanks.